Picture this. It's 9:47 on Tuesday. The kids are finally asleep. You're sitting at your kitchen table with your laptop. You got your coffee in hand. It's slowly getting cold. And you're wondering if tonight's the night that you finally crack the code on this whole money-making online thing. What if I told you that 5 simple sentences, yep, that's it, 5 AI prompts, have already helped dozens of parents replace their entire household income? And what if I told you that by the end of this episode, you, my friend, will have those exact prompts and know exactly how to use them? What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to another episode of the Dark Horse Entrepreneur AI Escape Plan, where we break free from the grind, share AI-powered tips and side hustle strategies, and of course, we support our amazing parents out there chasing freedom like modern-day trailblazers. If you happen to know someone who dreams of ditching the grind and still makes time for bedtime stories for those special little ones out there, go ahead and forward this episode to them. Today's episode, first, I'm going to share the market detective prompt that helped a mom from Ohio identify a $47,000 gap in the parent market in just 20 minutes. And then, second, we're going to discover the business blueprint prompt that turned another parent's weekend hobby into a $120,000 consulting business while his kids napped. And lastly, third, I'm going to reveal the content machine prompt that's generating passive income for parents who thought they just weren't creative enough. You know what? Here's what the gurus are not going to tell you. The biggest AI goldmine is not in the fancy tools, and it's not in the expensive software. It can be in simple prompts. And like simple prompts are going to be given to you today. It's the 5 simple prompts that most parents are going to scroll right past. Because while everyone's out there chasing the latest AI app or paying thousands for revolutionary courses, there are smart parents out there that are quietly using basic ChatGPT or whatever AI model, LLM model you want to use, using these prompts to build businesses that actually work within the confines of their busy lives. So here's what I want you to do. If you're driving, go ahead and focus. But if you're doing anything else, just kind of give me a little bit more of your attention. Just dial your attention to me up a notch or two, because I want you to picture this. It's 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. You're sitting in your car in the company parking lot, scrolling through your phone during what's supposed to be your lunch break. But you're not looking at food delivery apps, or heck, you're not even looking at social media. No, what you are doing, though, is you're staring at your bank account again. And now I want you to imagine the weight on your chest as you calculate the numbers from that bank account. The mortgage numbers, the daycare numbers, the grocery numbers, and of course, that ever-looming unexpected car repair. The math never quite adds up, does it? Too much month at the end of the money, and no matter how many hours you put in at the office, it ends up being the same thing over and over again. Now, picture yourself 3 months from today. Same parking lot, same lunch break, but this time, you're not checking your bank account with anxiety. You're checking the notification from your AI-powered side business. Bing, there's another client payment. Bing, there's another passive income stream that kicked in where you were in that morning meeting. And what if I told you the difference between those two moments isn't years of learning? It isn't thousands of dollars of courses, and it's certainly not some magical business talent that you probably don't have. What if the difference, as I mentioned earlier, is simply knowing the right questions to ask? Because here's what I've discovered after watching many, many parents make this transition. The breakthrough doesn't happen when you find the perfect business idea. It happens when you stop trying to reinvent the wheel and start asking the questions that actually unlock the opportunities that are already sitting right in front of you, or maybe they're sitting right beside you. So let's go through those 5 prompts, shall we? Prompt number 1 is the market detective. Here's the prompt. I'm a parent with X number of hours. Put in however many hours you are available to work. I am a parent with X number of hours available per week. Analyze the top 5 problems that your target audience are actively paying to solve right now. For each problem, I want you to tell me the average price people pay for solutions, how saturated the market is, and what skills I need to serve this market. And let me give you a bonus, add in this too. What solutions have they already tried and failed? And at the end of this prompt, you're going to rank them by opportunity for beginner. All right? Okay. And then press enter and watch the magic happen. Here's why this prompt works. Instead of guessing what people want, you're getting AI to do a little market research that would normally take weeks. You could even use the deep research mode to dive in even deeper on these findings. I did a full episode on deep research. You'll want to check that out. I'll go ahead and put the link down in the show notes on that deep research episode. Here's an example of one mom. She used this prompt targeting overwhelmed working moms and discovered that meal planning services were charging $97 a month, and they had a 6-month waiting list. Yeah, Yeah. So here's your action step. If you're going to use this, I want you to replace target market with any group that you understand, any group that you're passionate about. It could be other parents. It could be small business owners. It could be people in your industry. And then run this prompt as soon as you're done listening to this episode. Okay. Prompt number 2. This is the business blueprint. Here's the prompt. Create a detailed business plan for and then your service or your product. Put in your specific audience for that service or product. Include startup costs under $500. The time commitment of, and put it how many hours a week you're willing to work, a step-by-step launch sequence, a pricing strategy, and a first 90-day action plan. Make this realistic for someone who has no prior business experience. Here's why this works. This prompt forces AI to think practically for you. No pie in the sky nonsense, no best wish dreams, just real numbers and real timelines that you give it, that you're able to work. Here's one dad used this for his productivity consulting for small law firms. AI mapped out everything for him, everything from his LinkedIn strategy to his first client presentation. He landed his first $5,000 client in week number 6. Yeah, it didn't happen overnight. Don't get me wrong. You put a little effort into this. The good stuff takes a little effort. Prompt number 3, the content machine. Here's the prompt. I want you to generate 30 days of content ideas for your business niche, whatever your idea is. For each idea, I want you to provide the main topic, 3 points to cover, a compelling headline, a specific problem it solves for my audience, and format this as a content calendar that I can batch create in one weekend. Here's why I think my parents are really going to love this. This enables you to be able to create a month's worth of content in one Saturday morning while the kids are eating breakfast or watching cartoons or maybe playing out in the snow. It just snowed here, so that made me think of that. One mom used this for her budget-friendly family activities Instagram account and went from 200 followers to 15,000 in 4 months. Now she's earning $3,000 a month in affiliate commissions, and they reached out to her. Yeah, okay. Prompt number 4, this is the problem solver. This prompt, here you go. I want to solve specific problem for target market. Give me 5 different business models I could use, ranging from low effort, low income, to high effort, high income. For each model, explain how it works, what I would charge, how to get my first customer, and realistic income potentials in months 1, 6, and 12. And then press enter and watch the magic happen. This prompt shows you multiple paths to the same destination. So you could use this after I figure out what your idea is, come down to this one, and then move forward. And then what you want to do is pick the one that fits your life right now. Yeah? You're going to get the low effort, low income, high effort income. Which one works best for you today? All right, here's the last one. Prompt number 5, the launch accelerator. Okay, here's the prompt. Create a 30-day launch plan for your business idea. Include daily tasks that take up a maximum of how many hours per day you're willing to work. Say maximum 2 hours per day. What to post on social media, how to find my first 10 clients, what tools I need, free options preferred, and how to validate my idea before investing a single dollar. Make this actionable for a busy parent. Yeah, press enter and watch the magic happen. This prompt eliminates the, I don't know where to start, Tracy, paralysis that I hear about so much. And that's the kind of paralysis that kills most entrepreneurs before they even step out of the starting gate, right? It even keeps them from getting to the starting gate. The biggest AI goldmine is not in the fancy tools. It's in these 5 simple prompts that can turn your lunch break into a business breakthrough, okay? Look, I could keep talking about prompts like this all day long. Hopefully I haven't bored you too much. But here's what I really want you to do. I want you to stop consuming and start creating. I certainly want you to come back and consume more of this podcast, but certainly do not just consume it. These 5 prompts here alone can be your roadmap out of the corporate grind, but they will only do that if you work them. That's the only way they work, is if you work them. If you're serious about building your AI escape plan, then you're going to want some step-by-step strategies, templates, and maybe a community of other folks who are actually doing the same thing. And if you do, then you'll want to jump on over to the AI Escape Plan newsletter. It's not just another newsletter. It's your weekly dose of practical AI-powered strategies designed specifically for parents who refuse to choose between family time and financial freedom. Each issue is going to give you tactics that you can implement in small windows of time, like nap time, tools that work around your real schedule, and strategies that reflect your family first values. Sign up now And I'll toss in a complete ChatGPT Goldmine toolkit that includes these and some other advanced versions of these 5 prompts and some of the exact templates that the previous parents I gave you the examples I've used to get to their businesses. All right. Here's another thing. The folks that are on the AI Escape Plan newsletter are getting to get access to tools I'm creating before I even announce them on the podcast here, because I'm going to use them as testing grounds for the good stuff. So here's what's getting ready to come out. I'm doing this whole, it's like 50 very specific, unique prompts that you can use in any LLM model you choose, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, Perplexity, whatever it might be. And that's getting ready to come out. So if you would like first stab at that at the best price ever, you're going to want to go over there to the AI Escape Plan newsletter because that one's getting ready to drop here real soon. Okay, so here's why this matters beyond just the money-making thing. We're living through, I don't know, the biggest business opportunity in human history. I mean, I don't know, I say this all the time, but I truly believe this. For the first time ever, you don't need a Harvard Business MBA. You don't need a trust fund. You don't need an office and a building to build a 6-figure business. You really need curiosity, consistency, and the ability to ask the right questions. And prompts like these aren't just business tools. I think there really could be freedom tools. They're how you stop trading hours for money, hours for dollars, and how you can start building something that actually works for you, for your family, not against it. The old paradigm that's out there said you had to choose. You could either have career success or family presence. You couldn't have both because you had to put more hours into your career, right? I think the AI paradigm shift says you can have both, but only if you're willing to think a little differently. You don't want AI to do the thinking for you. That's the dangerous path. So here's your specific action for tonight. As soon as you're done listening to this episode of the podcast, pick one of the 5 prompts. Don't overthink it. Just pick the one that you kind of leaned into when I was telling you about it. While you were listening to it, you're like, oh, I got to remember that one. Okay, well, just go back to it. Hit rewind and go on back to it. Then sit down at your laptop, your phone, your iPad, whatever it is, and open up your favorite chatbot, ChatGPT's, I'll just say ChatGPT, and paste in that prompt or type it in or hit the microphone and speak it in. That's a really cool way to do it. And customize it for your situation, your scenario, your life, how much time you have, and hit enter. And don't worry about getting the perfect business idea the first time. Don't stress about whether you're ready or not. Just ask the question and see what happens. And then ask the next question right behind that. Say, wow, well, what about this version of it or that version of it? And if it gives you something you can't do, say, well, I can't do that. How about give me 4 other ideas? I don't know. Have a conversation with it a few times. You'll find that it will zero in on something that works just for you. Because here's the truth. Your escape plan doesn't start when you have all the answers. It starts when you start asking the right questions. Okay? Listen, I know you're tired. I know you're juggling more than anyone else should have to juggle, right? You got the kids, you got the job, you maybe sports are going on, you got things going on, you got taxes coming up on the season. But I also know you're capable of way more than you're currently experiencing. These 5 prompts, I think, are just your starting line. They're certainly not your finishing line. Use them, test them, adapt them to your life. Get on the AI Escape Plan newsletter and get the 50 that I'm getting ready to do that are very focused on side hustles for beginners. That's it, for my parents out there. And you want to do all this because your family is counting on you to build something better, not someday, today. And with that, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.